Another major challenge is reporting. Culturally, Gambians are very silent, and this silence syndrome, even if issues occur, people don't want to report. So that's a very big challenge. In as much as we are raising awareness, we have seen that people are still reluctant to report cases. And unless people start reporting cases, it means the work will not pay dividend. And let me just use this opportunity to tell you that the network is working in close collaboration with all its partners to come up with what we call one-stop center. We believe that when we have a one-stop center where women can go and complain about issues, whether legal counseling or legal aid you call it, whether psychosocial counseling or whether management of the cases themselves can be done, we think that will go a long way in taking care of some of the challenges we are facing right now. Yes.
So in 2013, what do we expect from the network?
In 2013, like we began, we want to target the authorities. We felt that people who are in power, who are opinion leaders, can bring about changes. So we are targeting the authority leaders. For example, the district authority, which comprise of the chief, the alcalis, we will be targeting them in our sensitization. We will be doing radio program. We have some drama skits in wife battering, incest, rape, and early and forced marriage. We will be using the Radio Gambia and other radios to air those skits that we have developed. And apart from that also, we will ensure that the one-stop center is established. And we want to do it at the Bakote Shelter in collaboration with the Department of Social Welfare, Women's Bureau, FLAG, the Gambia Police, the Royal Victoria Teaching Hospital, Serakunda Hospital, because all these people are key partners to ensure that the one-stop center, and of course Action Aid International and the UN agents. So that is a major activity that this year we want to achieve in 2013, among others.
Fanza Jata Sow, Women's Manager Action Aid, also highlighted on the need to understand laws that are put in place to protect women. The Action Aid official called for concerted efforts from all stakeholders to protect and guide our society.
The Network Against Gender-Based Violence is a consortium of organizations that are interested in the welfare of women and children in the Gambia, of which Action Aid is part of. Action Aid is part of the general body, and also Action Aid contributes financially towards the network. We funded several activities such as the sensitization of hotel workers. There was a training on violence against women and its intersection with HIV/AIDS. As we know, violence against women is both a cause and a consequence of HIV/AIDS. They have a reciprocal relationship. HIV/AIDS makes violence against women worse, and vice versa. So we had a training in all the regions on the intersection between HIV/AIDS and violence against women. It's sponsored by Action Aid International. We also trained hotel workers because we know most of the times they face a lot of violence or situations that put them that disadvantage them. So we had a sensitization with hotel workers. We had another one with counselors in KMC and BCC. We also funded another sensitization with women with disabilities, because we know they also have a double discrimination. So we had a very fruitful discussion with women with disabilities, and some of them told their stories. Really, they are stories that sometimes when you listen to, they are touching. So we really need to know about them. We need to really know about them, and so that we are able to cope the menace of violence against women and girls. So Action Aid is a very active member in the network against violence against women. You know, knowledge is power. So if people know about the fact that being violated is not normal, then they will be able to stop it. They will be able to report. They will not condone it. That is a gain. We are also able to, in collaboration with FLAG, supporting women to access legal services, because we know most of the times it is expensive for women, particularly those that are violated. Most of the times there are people, poor women, not educated, maybe no quality employment, so they are not able to afford the legal services so that they attain justice. So we are working with the Female Lawyers Association so that they support women who are survivors of gender-based violence, and they need legal services, whether in the form of advice, counseling, or even representation in court. So really, I think that's an achievement, and we have even supported the case of a woman in High Court. I think that's an achievement.
What advice do you have for viewers watching this program?
The advice I have is there is a law in the Gambia. There is a law in the Gambia, and we need to know about it, and that as a human being, nobody has a right to violate anybody's right. We don't have the right to beat somebody or to rape a woman, and also even to boys, because we have seen that boys are also being violated. You don't have a right to do so. As a human being, people are supposed to be free to live a life of dignity. So my advice is live and let live. Yeah.
The forum is one among a host of programs organized by stakeholders in helping reduce gender-based violence in society. And organizers are hopeful of raising increased awareness of this vital issue in society in a bid to achieving their development goals. Well, viewers, will now go with a short music break. We'll be right back after that. Don't go away. Welcome back. The Committee on Traditional Practices recently celebrates its International Day of Zero Tolerance to FGM. We have more on that in this interview. 1 Billion Rising is a global campaign that was initiated by playwright and activist Eve Ensler. The movement calls for an end to violence and for justice and gender equality. February 14 is a day set aside worldwide to celebrate 1 Billion Rising. Gamco Trap joined forces with its partners to express their collective strength and demand change. They strike, dance and rise to say no to violence against women. The event held in Jara Summer march brought together participants from surrounding villages, chiefs, imams, ex-circumcisers and other Kanyaleng groups. The celebration also marking the launching of the Sankalamba CD comprising 8 songs which is dedicated to FGM practitioners. These songs are also translated in English, French and Spanish and are expected to be launched in other countries. The executive director, Dr. Aissatou Toure, said Gamco Trap has joined Africa and worldwide to